What is up, mages? It is I, your winter neighborhood Winterspelll, and I bring to you something interesting. At least something that I hope is going to be interesting. I had the idea yesterday for a new type of series, so I have noticed something that we are heavily reliant on in Skyrim and games like it is the shops. And I thought to myself, what happens if we don't rely on the shops? So I thought up this fun little series. It's a challenge series that I'd like to do, and I'm going to give you... We're going to have to follow very simple rules for this. The whole idea of this series will be, can I get through Skyrim without really spending money? Now, as I said, shops are kind of a big staple of most RPG games, especially open world RPG games. For example, in Dragon Quest, I am always trying to get to the next shop to get better items, to get better stuff. Now, games like Skyrim have crafting systems, which are really important. Like, we can make a lot of really cool stuff, and Skyrim has more crafting than any other Elder Scrolls game that there is. Because really, there really wasn't a lot of crafting beforehand. I mean, there were some, like, potions you could make and such in Oblivion. But Skyrim introduced the smithing. It had better alchemy. It had, you know, cooking. It had a lot of stuff. So, here's what we're going to do. Here are the rules of this game, Belethor's Bane. Rule number 1. I have to make it to the end of the main quest. And that's how we know I've succeeded. Rule number 2. I am not allowed to spend any money. With a couple of exceptions. Exception number 1 is that I am allowed to pay for training sessions. And, you know, it's a little hard to sometimes raise your skills in Skyrim. So, I am allowed to pay for training sessions. Exception number 2. In just about every playthrough I do, there are certain spells that I consider fairly essential to have. Candlelight, Soul Trap, Muffle, because I use that for leveling. So I am allowed to buy 5 specific spells in this playthrough, but only those 5. Those spells being Soul Trap, Candlelight, Fast Healing, Muffle, and Invisibility. Those are the only 5 spells I'm allowed to buy. Rule number 3, I am not allowed to use the Unbound Storms hack. That's when you start casting Unbound Storms in both hands and then fast travel, and the game considers you still casting the spell while you're fast traveling, so it levels up Destruction to 100 really quickly. I'm not allowed to do that. I can only level normally. And the last rule is I am only allowed to use items and equipment that I have either crafted myself, stolen, looted, or quest rewards. However, the actual final rule is I am not allowed to do any other main quest lines except for the Thieves Guild quest line, just to get far enough to unlock Thieves Guild armor and then the Blackguard armor. That is the only other main quest line I'm allowed to do for factions and such. All the other quests have to be either random exploring, or they have to be side quests. This is something that stops me from getting things that are way too powerful. I am also blocked from using Daedric artifacts, which does include the Cowl of Nocturnal. I am not allowed to use those. So this is going to be a little challenging. I think it's going to be interesting, and I've decided we're going to play a Wood Elf for this. Wood Elves are good sneak characters, good stealth archers, plus they have a... I was thinking Argonian, but Wood Elves start out with a little bit more alchemy than... So we're going to make him a male. Always liked their eyes. So let's see if there's war paint that we want to add. I think the female characters actually have a bit more options for war paint, which makes a little sense, because some of them appear more decorative than war painty, so kind of like a type of makeup. But I do wish we had a few more options for the males as well. Boy. Not sure if there's any that are really grabbing me. If that was on both eyes, maybe. That just looks like an odd Disney villain. Maybe no war paint. I'm not feeling it. Nose type. I mean, that's fine. So yeah, another Skyrim series. But I thought this would be really cool. It's kind of like my own version of survival. Because survival mode, I didn't really like that much. Get a little closer so I can see my eye shape. And my TV is across the room from me, so it is a little hard to see. Especially since a lot of the screen is cut because of the... so I can see the comments. I feel like the female Wood Elves are a bit more expressive with what you can do with their faces. So if I'm playing a Wood Elf, I usually prefer to play a female, just because I feel like I can do more with their appearance. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, male Wood Elves kind of look a little like squirrels. A little bit. But I think that does lend to their original iteration. Like how they were originally imagined was more bestial, while the female Wood Elves still kind of looked like, you know, female elves. The males had more bestial traits, to the point where people actually really were like, yeah, no, that's a beast race. So I feel like the male Wood Elf appearance still has a little bit of that in Skyrim. I don't know what the hell they were doing in Oblivion. They just looked like weird Christmas elves, but, you know, Oblivion did have more of a Tolkien-ish, cartoony style to it, which I still appreciated. I thought Oblivion looked beautiful. The elves looked weird, but you know what? I was still down for it. Get back in my chair now. Ah. Oop. There we go. Got to make sure my wire's not twisted. Alright, so let's see what hair we're feeling. This one kind of makes sense, I think. Make it white for a second so it's just easier to see. Yeah, that works. A nice auburn. And I like the name Rowan.
Not many wood elves would choose to come alone to Skyrim.
It's true.
Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure he remains returned to Valenwood. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Actually, by the Wood Elf religion, that guy should be, if they kill me, they should be eating my remains. Although, not as many Wood Elves these days are Orthodox. Many have eased up on the Green Pact.
Doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his
which
king
is fine.
and usurp his throne.
But yeah, a lot of them have eased up on the Green Pact. Some even eating some vegetables and such. And most of them, if they kill their foes, are not eating them within a week. It's either a week or 3 days.
What's that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius.
By the
Give them
way,
their last
interesting
rites.
fact, did you know that Valenwood is actually home as well to wood orcs? A more sort of barbaric tribe of orcs that lives in Valenwood and is actually quite good at staying concealed. There's also a ape folk race that lives in Valenwood. One of which was actually mostly responsible for creating a more intense form of the original Imperial cult.
You Imperial bastards!
I'd have to look up the name again, but I watched a video from Fudge Muppet about them. It was really interesting.
As fearless in death.
The ape folk really love elves, and then try to be very fancy to be like them, but mostly they just look ridiculous, and people laugh at them a lot. They don't like that.
Did you hear that?
I said next
Which I can imagine.
prisoner.
To the block,
I don't like being laughed at either.
Nice and easy.
Hey, I don't want to go to the block. I don't want to go to the block. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mommy. Mommy, I'm a poor boy. Oh no, there's a head. Oh no, if only something would show up to save me. What's that? Hey, that's a dragon.
What do you see?
Oh my god, pretty skelly boy. Well, looks like it's my cue to head out. You know what would be really funny? I was just thinking, if Alduin had just been a few minutes later, we would not have had a game. But, and that got me thinking. If the Dragonborn was killed, but Alduin needed to be stopped, would Akatosh have risen up another Dragonborn? And how would he do so? Which then got me thinking, Lokir of Rorikstead, what if he was the Dragonborn, but because he got killed before Alduin showed up, all of a sudden he's like, well, gonna make the next guy the Dragonborn. That would have been so freaking funny, and I would have just lost my crap. And that's something I would love to ask Todd Howard about. Go, hey, what would have happened?
Was that really a dragon? Bring us to the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go.
Okay, here we
Take a
are.
look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to...
Alright,
if I can
lose
find something for these
those.
bones.
Alright, so we're looting
Got to be
stuff
a
here.
sword or two.
Now remember,
You better get that
I
on.
can't buy
Get that
anything.
sword
I can
for
only
free,
loot.
too.
Loot,
Let's keep
steal,
moving.
and craft.
Things still out there.
So, there's going to be a few skills that are going to be important for this run through. So let's go through them while we're here. First off, enchanting is going to be important. Simply because we're going to need to boost ourselves up and create our own powerful items. Next, smithing. Because we're going to need to get that to 100 real fast so we can have better equipment and craft it. One-handed is going to be important for our daggers. Archery is going to be important. Light armor, sneak, pickpocket, and alchemy. So we got like about 8-9 skills we want to work on because they're going to help us get what we need.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them.
There's no reasoning! Now, unfortunately, this can't buy anything rule. That is going to apply to our backpacks as well. We're going to have to find the backpack we need, which is either going to be the hunting backpack or the thieves backpack. I'd prefer hunting, just because we're going to be a good portion of a stealth archer. We'll do what we can do. It's really just gonna... It's gonna come down to also when we get our hands on some corundum, which we are going to need to make our backpack. Plus, we're gonna need that for steel. Because remember, we cannot buy anything that is not on our list. Absolutely anything. Which also means we might be stuck with equipment we don't want for a while. We might be wearing a bit of a hodgepodge. Like, for example, you know how much I love my scout armor. We just may not have scout armor this playthrough. Because, well, it would be... Well, if I can craft it, yeah, we can have it.
This way.
But I can't buy it.
Sounds like trouble.
Depends on how much leather I'm going to be able to find.
Now you're mine.
There we go. We can also pick up our dagger here.
You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
I'm sure they have.
Don't you even know what's going on?
Now, we can sell things. That we can do. Because we're going to run out of inventory space otherwise. And we're going to want the gold in order to buy the 5 spells we're allowed to buy, and in order to pay for training sessions. Because I also feel like the training sessions, it's worth it to do them. I feel like it's a good idea, because it will help us still make our character stronger. And there are some skills that are harder to level up, like alchemy, and I'm going to want to, you know, level them up.
We need to get out of here.
Plus that hack at the beginning with Feindal is just too good to miss. But like I said, we are not allowed to do the hack for
Grab what you can. Let's go.
Unbound Storms. I don't often do restrictive playthroughs of games. For example, I've never done a Nuzlocke. I know that's really big for Pokemon. Never done it. Just never really saw the point. I don't often do survival mode, but I think my own restriction is an interesting one. Because like I said, in RPGs, the shops are very important. And this rule is going to make me be more careful with my alchemy ingredients, which I think is a good idea.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go?
Because normally I just kind of create them willy-nilly. Now this is going to make me, you know, more careful with what I use and really keep track of what do I want to keep. Obviously, I'm going to have to stock myself up on health potions like crazy. Like a lot of things that, you know, I can make for health. Magic potions, not as important. Stamina, not as important. Really, health potions are going to be the most important ones. And probably poisons.
I better stay back and see.
So I've already decided the house that I'm going to get. Because I'm not allowed to buy a house, but I am allowed to get one. I'm going to go for Hendrheim like I did in Bondo's playthrough, because that is a free house. All I got to do is beat up the person that owns it, and it also has all the crafting stations I need. I don't think it has a place to grow crops, which is unfortunate. But I can also do the quest to get the farmhouse and just not purchase any upgrades for it. Just plant stuff there. So I will find a place to grow crops. This starting dungeon does have some good places to pick up alchemy ingredients. So we get started on some health potions right away. And then different potions that I think that can help me out in my playthrough. Pretty much I'll be mostly making health potions and poisons. Excellent. Stamina potions I still will make, because that will be important. But really, mostly it is health and poisons I need to make.
Wait.
No survival mode. Alright, start gathering anything. This will also put the increased need of hunting onto me, because I will need leather, because a lot of light armor does need leather, and I am playing light armor. This will also increase my need for mining, because I'm going to have to go find the metals that I need. I can't just buy them. Now, one advantage I will have in this type of playthrough is I said I can't buy a house.
Really use someone like you.
However, I can still go to Tundra Homestead and loot all the alchemy ingredients they have there. Because there's a lot, including Beehive. And beehives are great for stamina potion stuff. I'm going to want to hunt a lot of mud crabs. Because I believe as a wood elf I have resistance to disease, but I don't have immunity. So keeping maybe about 5 cure disease potions on me
up there?
is still a good idea.
Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares.
I also may want to keep the stealth stone on, or thief stone, on me for a while. Just because that way my pickpocket can grow faster, which means once I'm able to pickpocket stuff, get that to 100 and I can pickpocket people's equipped items. So that will make it a lot easier to build my item repertoire. You're going down, I'm sorry. Oop, loot that sword. And, snow pickaxe. I'm just gonna go through this right now. I need the pickaxe and stuff in here. So then I can go through my usual spot. Because I need the corundum ingots that I can harvest from the lake. That's a good +1. Just collecting a bunch of ingredients. So it will behoove me to collect everything that I see. Flowers are some of my favorite ingredients because they do have magicka, health, and stamina ones. Shouldn't have eaten that. So I'll be able to find a lot of what I need using those flowers. Remember, I am allowed to grab things to sell. I just can't buy them. I'm also going to have to conserve some of my iron to make a few steel ingots. But I'll still be able to do my gold hack. So I'll have to go get transmute. Now if I find spells, I'm allowed to learn them. Transmute is one of those spells that I absolutely need. Of course, doing the quest for Master Transmute might be better. Alright. Take care of these guys. Skill books are going to be just absolutely important. Because now I can't just do as many things. So we'll go ahead. We'll take the steel smithing first. Then I can improve my weapons and make steel arrows. And I'll have access to 5 steel ingots to start out my thing. Which is going to be good because those will be refreshed every now and then.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh, it's a surprise for you, buddy. Take that cooked beef. That's going to be important. Collecting drinks and food will be helpful for this playthrough as well. So I'm going to be picking up food so I can cook things to use for my health. So the farm would be a good home for this playthrough, but since I can't purchase upgrades, then it won't be as good, because then I can't buy the kitchen, I can't fully upgrade the farm. So Hendrheim is going to be the best home, I think, for us. It's going to have everything we need for free, except for, you know, planting. But we can find ways around that.
It's a bad time to get lost, friend.
More iron.
Try now.
We'll see how many pieces of the armor we can make.
Easier to rob when you're dead.
And he's going to have more arrows for us. Alright, then we can go back our usual way. I think there's 2 more veins. Good, more potions. So pretty much we're just gonna have to ignore... I mean, I'm calling this Belethor's Bane because he's so obsessed with making money, he's gonna hate us. There we go. Got everything in here now. Head back up the road. We're also going to need to pick up a woodsman's axe because we'll need that for our arrows. Ah, good. I was hoping I'd run into you. Because I need your pelts. Alright, good. I got plenty of carrying weight. Fishing is also going to be important, so we'll pick up a fishing pole. Because we can use fish to get different alchemical ingredients. It really is pretty in Falkreath. Falkreath and Ripton really do remind me of the Adirondacks, so I feel especially at home in them. I like to spend a lot of time in these regions. Pick up the fishing pole.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
As I said, we'll pick up everything. Any more butterflies? Nope. Not that I can see. Alright. It's not a steel dagger, though. Need myself a steel dagger. I can steal one at Hadvar's uncle's place. So I'll still get my hands on a steel dagger. I know there's corundum on the lake, so I'll be able to grab 3 ingots there. Or, well, ore. 3 pieces of ore. So I need to pick up all alchemical ingredients I see. I need to mine every piece of ore that I see. There's going to be a lot of gathering in this playthrough. And it's essentially going to be self-sufficiency. So this is a good kind of playthrough to do if you are a notorious villain. Simply because, I mean, you're kind of forcing yourself to be self-sufficient. You're not going to a bunch of shops. And, you know, if you're wanted in a lot of holds, or if you're like a deep vampire.
Never should have come here. Ain't this a surprise? Gonna rip. Damn you!
Oh, there you are.
You'll be so much easier.
I don't think you're going to rob anyone. That guy just got messed up. I'm going to take your arrow. Hope you don't mind. Taking that slaughterfish. I can use that for healing. Alright, next thing we're going to take is a thing of alchemy. Just start out with our potions being strong. So already we're doing pretty good. We're starting to gather some things we need. Gathering the tools that we need. Because we will need tools. This is a playthrough that's going to require a lot of crafting stations, a lot of tools. And I do want to assure you, I won't be buying things off-screen. I know that there are sometimes people who will say that they will do things a certain way in a playthrough, but then they just ignore that and they decide, well, off-screen, while nobody's watching, that's when I can do this. I will not be doing that. I believe that is dishonest. I don't like it. Huh, not seeing any wolves. Where are the wolves? Oh well, it's 2 pelts I gotta miss out on, unfortunately. That will take care of Happy Lady over here.
I'm just... What? Fool. None know my secret.
I'll take your leeks. There's a steel dagger. I take your bread. Okay, I'll take that for now. It's not the backpack I want, but it gives me a backpack for now. Until I'm able to get the one I want. Now this one has no extra abilities, but it does still increase my carrying capacity by 75, and that is important. I'm going to need to carry a lot in this playthrough. I will be taking the paralysis and poisons, thank you. Just ate a Daedra part, or a Daedra heart. Well, it is a Daedra part. Alright. And we'll take another hit for alchemy. First up, restore health. We are at a good start now. No, okay. I will make it just to raise my alchemy. Alright, quit for now. And we're already getting stronger potions. Now we can heal over 30 with 1 potion. Not bad. I don't usually hit alchemy very hard, but I think for this playthrough, like I said, it's going to be important. Interesting random encounter. You see up there. Oh, they already killed the bunny. The bunny, the bunny. Ooh, I love the bunny. Random things get stuck in your head. That one was the I Love the Bunny song from Rad Shack and Benny, a VeggieTales episode. It was supposed to be Rad Shack, Meshach, and Abednego, you know, the men in the fiery furnace. But they're like, hey, it's actually corporate America. Say, you're going to work in this chocolate factory for me forever. We start at 8 and we don't get lunch till 3. We work the whole day through. Something, something. And then go back home to our family. I don't know. It was the big old pickle dude. He was the head of the factory, Mr. Nezer, who in some weird iterations is Larry's uncle. Which does make sense. I mean, Larry's a cucumber. Mr. Nezer is a big old pickle. So, and you know, pickles are made from cucumbers, so it kind of makes sense that him being all sour and like he's a little older, he'd be a pickle. Just Larry over there having like 1 brain cell, like, hey! I swear though, if I was Bob the Tomato and I had to deal with Larry the Cucumber 24/7, I'd probably volunteer to get put in a salad. Like, hey, get me away from this man. He's annoying.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not.
Man, I ain't talking to you yet. I'm just taking your axe.
I would stay away from
Excuse me.
I'm quiet, but we should go
Hey Sven, how can I ruin your life
Feindal
today?
thinks he can move Camilla. I've seen him sneaking over to the... You may be right. Here, give Camilla this letter. It's full of venomous
to go inside.
Tell him it's from Feindal.
Alvor, that's his name.
Of course. But what's all this about? What are you two doing?
Take your ale, your bread, your carrot, your cheese, your honey nut, your mead. Taking all your stuff, man.
What? That explains what I saw earlier. The Jarl. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers
We'll get
can.
there. We'll get there.
We'll do that for me.
Ian looks as big as the mountain and black as night. He flew right over the barrel.
Dragons? If keep on like this, everyone in town... You're crazy.
So at least get us our leather armor, I think.
It was a dragon. It'll kill us all and then you'll...
We'll need to kill more animals to get the rest. So I at least have my scout armor. I want to at least make the hood. So I gotta kill a bunch of animals.
Well, one of us
Okay.
has to do something.
I said no.
Maybe you could
No
talk some
adventures,
sense.
no
What are you talking?
theatrics,
Oh my!
no
Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Feindal as well?
I don't know what you...
I'm sure he'll want to thank you for
an
standing
ornament. You could? I've got some
You're
coin coming in
strapping,
from my
young
last
All right, now I gotta remember,
It's
don't
yours if you bring my
don't buy
claw
anything,
back.
just sell.
Sooner... Take a look.
Alright, just sell stuff. I'll get rid of the books.
Now,
Alright,
if you're going
there we
to
go.
get
We
to
just
a
sold
feat-
stuff. We didn't buy anything. Go grab Faendal.
Greetings, Brother Elf. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold. Lead the way. I've
Gives
got
me
your back.
25 gold.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Now, trading some things. Give us our hunting bow. Give us that. And we can go get some pelts in his house.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
We just robbing this man. We don't care. Move. Level up. Now we'll start taking some archery. Alright, start collecting. We're also taking this man's food. Like, all his food, pretty much. Your potato is mine, son. So we're just gonna rob him. Because it's Faendal and who cares? Don't need the glass. Hey Faendal, you don't mind if we just like rob you blind, right? My buddy. Oh no, Winterspelll, go right ahead. I don't care if you just completely rob me. He better not. Well, that's a hunter's backpack and a thief's backpack. I'm taking the hunter's backpack for now. I can stand having the bedroll, though I don't like it as much. So I don't need to make a backpack now. Alright, Faendal, come here.
Still here. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
I'm using you, okay?
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
We might be able to make the rest now. Oh, we can! And we got enough to improve it? Oh, yeah, that looks good. We'll save that last piece for
I'm
later.
right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
Here's Faendal. You can have my mishmash. Take that backpack too. Actually, I'm going to give you the stolen backpack.
You lead, I'll follow.
Can he not wear Imperial armor?
What do you want me to carry?
I must not have Imperial armor still. Okay. Alright, cool. I did get my leather scout armor.
Sigrid, we have company.
Question is, what can I steal from these guys? As soon as we don't need Feindal, we're getting rid of him. Just because I don't know if he's going to object to all my stealing.
Now then, boy.
So we're just not going to risk
it. How did you get away? I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' escort. We were stopped in Helgen. When we were attacked by a dragon.
Huh? My friend told me. I didn't
take your
believe it
trophy.
at first either.
Mara's mercy.
Let's see what I can cook.
Dragon? In Helgen? Why, you could be here at any moment.
I'm sure Riverwood will be all right.
Cabbage stew ain't bad.
When the Jarl learns what's happened, he's sure to send soldiers. Go on, Hadvar. Let's hear the rest of it.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew
Cabbage
over
potato
and
soup
spread
might be
the
something
whole
else I
place.
cook.
Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I
Potato
need to
soup
get
ain't
back
bad.
to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can.
Nice, I was able to make some food. Now I just gotta keep collecting different ones.
Take what you need, my friend. Within
Hadvar,
reason,
did you
of course.
really see a dragon? What did it look
All
like?
right,
Did it have big teeth?
Hush, child. Don't pester your cousin.
I'm gonna pester him all I want.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
Alright. We'll head up here and grab this stuff. So already we're doing pretty good. We haven't had to buy anything because that's against the rules. We were lucky to find pretty much everything we needed or be able to craft right away. So we at least have a very decent start to the playthrough. Like I said, once we're done with Feindal's training, we'll ditch him. Which, I think we're at 40 already. No, we're at 35. So, 3 levels we can ditch him. I think we're going to have a pretty solid playthrough even with these restrictions in place. Now, the biggest unfortunate thing is this will cut off my access to the clothing shop in Solitude, which is where I get a lot of my really good items. It's where I can usually find the amulets I need, the different jewelry I need. So that part is going to be kind of annoying. I won't have access to that. So some of the more specialized equipment I'm going to need, like an amulet of Akatosh, or something with a specific enchantment, I will have more trouble getting. So that is going to be annoying. But that doesn't mean I won't be able to get it, because they do sometimes show up on, you know, different NPCs. So we just gotta hope that I'm able to find them. If not, I'll just have to make do with what I got.
I'm right behind you. I'll show you what I know. Do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Alright, 2 more levels with Dingbat here. Which hopefully won't take long, because again, I don't like Feindal. He's not a good person. Neither is Sven, but Feindal actually has some use, so he's better than Sven. Which is unfortunate. But I dump him as soon as I can. Because honestly, he's a really crappy person. He and Sven are crappy people because they're willing to lie and hurt someone else in order to get what they want. Now, to be fair, Camilla's not a good person either, because it has been found out that she is almost assuredly leading these two men on because she likes the attention.
Got to go.
Like, I've seen some deep dives into it which show off, yeah, she's definitely leading them on. Which means she's a crappy person just like they are. So the three of them deserve each other, honestly. But Sven is not as useful as Feindal. So unfortunately, Sven does not get help with his love life because, sorry, I need the archery training. So I never go with Sven. I have absolutely no need to go with Sven. There is no advantage for me to go for Sven. The only way I will ever go for Sven is if I have a roleplay need to do so. The man literally gives me nothing. Damn, can't get the hawk. So the nest is up there. Can't get up there though. Hawks are always so hard to get. Gotcha. Ah, yes. And 3 hawk feathers. Take 1 to discover. Keep the rest. That was good. That was hard to do. Like I said, getting hawks out of the sky is always really difficult, but it's worth it if you can. Just for the sheer fact of that is a cure disease ingredient, which the first effect is cure disease. So you're going to get that just from eating the base ingredient, which is, I think, super important. And I think they also don't weigh a lot. Like, they weigh far less than the potions by 0.4. So carrying around a bunch of hawk feathers is better than cure disease potions. Nice, I need Feindal for less now. Surprisingly, he actually killed something. Alright. So we are doing good. We are doing really good.
Still here. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
So just 4 more levels of training are needed. and then we'll be able to let him go. Very nice. Because I didn't really want him near me anyway. So that is a good first session of Belethor's Bane. So I'm pleased with how this started. I think this is going to be a really cool kind of playthrough. Because, like I said, removing the shops really does present a massive massive obstacle to us, since a lot of the best items can be found in shops. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go. Like I said, I officially succeed when I clear the main quest. I'm only allowed to do side quests and certain main quests up to a certain point so I can get, like, thieves armor. I am only allowed to buy 5 certain spells. I am only allowed to buy skill training sessions. Cannot buy anything else. Have to craft, steal, or loot everything else. So, interested to see how this is going to go. I think it's going to be cool. So until next time, this has been your Wintry Neighborhood Winterspell, reminding you guys to stay frosty, and I will see you in the next video.